Good morning. Good morning. It is Sunday, the 4th of August. Oh my God, where is the year going? It's crazy. So we're here with the Crypto Divas again with myself, Jillian Godsil, and with my partner in crime, Liina Laas Billson. And we're going to talk about good week, bad week in crypto. So Liina, you're very good. You're actually on holidays this week, but you've taken the time out. We're going to whiz through what passed across your laptop this week or your mobile. What did you see in crypto?
Yeah, I've tried to stay away from it, but kids go to bed, so you go and check out what's going on. And let's talk about the bad stuff first. The enthusiastic rise in price. There's been a pullback again, and whether it will hold. It today reached 7,000 again. So whether it holds that level and goes up again, or whether we're back with the bears, hard to say really. But it is what it is. The price does what it does. So just another week in the crypto price on that side.
I reckon I was saying the price. I reckon everybody wanted to go on holidays. The Bitcoin went up to $7,000. So we'll take some out now and go on holidays. So probably a great holiday rush.
Well, yeah, it is. The trading is very emotional with crypto, so you can see clear levels where you have round numbers like 8,500. People have set their stop levels, and the same thing you could expect with 7,000. That could be a selling level for someone. Yeah, we will see. Nothing new on this side.
No.
It's a roller coaster as always. So, whoa, we reached 8,500. Oh, we're back to 7,000. Yeah. Anyways, that's how it goes.
And then it was ironic because that was the week they were saying that the good news, the Intercontinental Exchange, ICE, which operates 24 global exchanges, one of which, of course, is the New York Stock Exchange. They're looking at a global ecosystem for digital assets. And on the back of that too as well, the New York Stock Exchange and Starbucks and Microsoft, they've announced a backed BAKKT. It's a Bitcoin fiat conversion, so you can purchase every day. So that's really powerful. I mean, Starbucks is very clever. They want to be the coffee for cryptos, So, I mean, again, that's very positive news that, it's the bridge is getting smaller, or the bridge is going over, and the gap is getting smaller between regular financials and crypto financials.
Yeah, I suppose maybe the hype is dying down a bit. So even though you have this big good news, it's still trading between its levels. So, that could potentially be it stabilizing in whatnot, but we'll see. But yeah, there have been many good news that should affect the price. So, for example, Coinbase launches a crypto plugin for e-commerce, and they're doing it with WooCommerce. And now, apparently, they estimate that WooCommerce is doing about 28% of all web stores. In reality, it's probably a bit lower, 20 perhaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a big thing, and it's not a first. They're not the first in there. There are many other crypto plugins, but because Coinbase is so reputable, that could be going a good way because maybe now. People who own an e-commerce store are thinking, okay, well, if Coinbase is doing this, perhaps I should accept payments.
Yes.
Of course, Coinbase's crypto plugin will probably come with higher fees than some others, but it's definitely a good sign that we're slowly moving to mainstream with crypto payments.
Good.
And they've started with Bitcoin, I believe, and now ready to launch with Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash as well.
Wow. Then I saw a piece of, again, I'm looking at the crossover between the two, the traditional financial exchanges and the crypto ones. And I don't know if you saw this or not, but crypto mining firm Argo Blockchain listed on the London Stock Exchange, and it raised $32 million. It's the first company first blockchain company on the exchange, which is not to be confused with, do you remember Clem Chambers? He's a gas character. I actually met him in London 2 months ago. He's a journalist and a columnist, and he's a gas man. He's a real character. I think character is the best way to describe him. And he had a company listed on the London Stock Exchange last year. It was called Online PLC, and he changed the name to Online Blockchain PLC. and the company valuation rose by 400%. So, and when he's speaking, he's a real he's a white boy almost, you know, he's there, he's all Bitcoin. You know, but this company, Argo Blockchain, are actually a blockchain company, and they're a mining company. They allow customers to mine Bitcoin, Gold, Ethereum Classic, and Zcash. And it's kind of nice because you pay a monthly sub, so you don't have to buy your equipment yourself or pay for electricity or worry about the noise. You basically pay a sub. They do the mining for you, and you get coins into your wallet. So it's a nice. Again, it's sort of bridging the gap between the two. And it says crypto mining as a service. So it's MAS is their technology. But that was interesting. That, you know, 32 million on the regular stock exchange. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a crazy one in US. It was an iced tea company, and they added blockchain to their name, and of course their value went up 500% as well. So it's kind of the secret. But I am a little bit wary of these cloud mining services. I mean, Argo could be great, but there are many that have said, you know, pay us a monthly subscription and we mine crypto, and they've actually not had the hardware. So that's always something to investigate.
We were talking about that last week, weren't you? You were saying the local company that was being a problem. But actually, interesting, on a similar story, in South Carolina, the Security Commission had put a cease and desist order on Genesis mining. Now, these are also cloud mining, but they've been going on for 4 years in business. And they apparently have a very good reputation. So the customers say that always on, pretty much, a lot of uptime and good service. But in March, they stopped them. They put them out of business, basically, or the cease and desist order. And then they just a few days ago, they revoked it. No details as to why, except that Genesis were cooperating with them and they weren't mining securities, i.e. the Bitcoin and Ethereum from the SEC really earlier. So, yeah, so it's sort of buyer beware a bit, I guess, isn't it? You know, is this company good? So you're right there.
Definitely. There's one thing that I really liked. Anything to do with education and blockchain makes me happy, because then we're going places somewhere. So Turkey has established the country's first university-level blockchain center. Ooh. And they want to close the gap between the blockchain expertise and wide development. So yeah, that's definitely exciting. Estonia, I believe, is also looking to do a curriculum on blockchain. And Cyprus is very advanced on that. The University of Nicosia has been doing courses on blockchain, I believe, about 6 years ago they've started.
Wow.
So yeah, it would be great when we get to a point when blockchain is part of the computer science as a standard.
Because most people are self-taught, aren't they, at the moment?
Yeah, well, they would have to be. And also the Stanford University established a Center for Blockchain Research, supported by the Ethereum Foundation. So that is great. I mean, the more we can help people learn about the tech, the greater things we can build. Because the lack of developers is just
it's frightening.
It's unreal.
Mm. And then I was saying some more good news, actually, again, in the exchanges. Again, I seem to be all finance this week. There is an upsurge of regulated exchanges. So that's kind of good, because obviously the exchanges are the weak point in the hacking loop, if you like, or the fear loop, or even just like the misguidance loop. And there's a company called BlockTrade, which is in Liechtenstein, which is, it's registered with all the local financial authorities, whatever. There's 6 digital exchange, that's the name, SIX. It's in Switzerland, and it's regulated under the FINMA and the Swiss National Bank. And in Japan, there's 16 government licensed crypto exchanges, but they've all come together to form a regulatory association. So that's quite good to see the consolidation of exchanges saying, yes, we will regulate them. It's not just we will be responsible and accountable. So that's good news. If again, more financial news.
Yeah, I have some bad financial news as well. So exchanges, OKX from Hong Kong. They had some enormous Bitcoin future fails. So what's happened is many of the traders had an unusually large positions of Bitcoin futures, and the user declined the exchange's request to lower the position. So So that kind of went down a bit badly, but luckily they have insurance on their trading funds, so they will be able to cover a lot of about 1,200 Bitcoin to investors, and the rest the investors would have to cover. But this is how you get if you get a bit keen on the futures, it could go badly wrong. So they had over 4 million Bitcoin futures contracts for a client on July 31st. And according to OKX, the total value of the position was over 400 million. Wow. So when the insurance fund cannot cover the total marginal call losses, a clawback occurs. So in such case, they say that the users who have net profit across 3 contracts for the week will be subject to the clawback. So, everyone kind of loses. But, trading is risky. We've always known that. And then sometimes it goes pretty badly wrong. Yes. But, good for OKX for having insurance at least.
Yeah, very good. That's a real game changer, isn't it? The insurance, the availability, again, in line with the markets. And actually, I've got another financial story. I'm so sorry. There's a bit of a fight in New York between the CEO of BitLicense, New York BitLicense, which is part of the Department of Financial Services, and the U.S. Treasury itself. Because the U.S. Treasury is accepting applications for fintech companies to join regulatory sandboxes. And the whole idea being that fintech companies could receive special bank charters, which makes sense because increasingly it's not just the banks who are going to be able to lend or give financial services. It'll be all these fintech companies. So it's kind of interesting they're coming here. That's why obviously the Department of Financial Services getting a bit scared because it's a fintech, not a traditional bank. But I think that'll be good because at the moment we know the banks have a stranglehold on lending, especially for the retail areas. So it'll be nice to have other options to go and borrow money or have credit cards with different financial institutions. As that could be fintech rather than just pure finance funds. So that was
absolutely. I think there's long been a time where we've had to move away from just banks. I mean, they similarly. So as I am in the insurance field of blockchain, insurance companies hold the market just like the banks, and it's time for a market to do its own work rather than them stipulating and telling people what the price is and what the terms are. So if someone comes in for a better product, why not?
Yes, I agree. It's like here in Ireland, we suffer from extremely high insurance rates compared to the rest of continental Europe. And there's no reason for it. I mean, why can they charge 4 and 5% here when there is no, if you put money into a bank account, you get 0.001% in terms of your return, your interest. So, why are they allowed to do that? And they all do it. It's a monopoly. It's terrible. And yet we cannot borrow currently. I can't get a mortgage from an Estonian bank at the moment, which is kind of a bit crazy because I'm sure the rates there are much better than they are here. So I'd like to see that,
Yeah, definitely. I think, everything else is borderless. We are going to get to sort of borderless finance as well. And there's huge areas, so for example, Africa, where people would need finance but have no access to it. So definitely I can see that the new fintech companies will start changing that. And the banks will just have to sort of give away a bit of their profits because it's gotten out of hand.
Yes.
Oh, I have a funny story as well.
Good.
This isn't really crypto related, but because it's the Big Mac's anniversary of 50 years, they are issuing a Mac coin. Now, it's nothing to do with cryptocurrencies or blockchain. It's basically a voucher. So you buy a Big Mac and you get this token, and then you get another Big Mac for free. But the funny thing about it is this token is backed by a Big Mac, which means it has more value than the US dollar. And I read a great article about an economist and says, I can't find any fault in this logic. It is true. The Big Mac coin has more value than the US dollar because they've sold up all of their gold reserves and it's backed by nothing, basically debt now. So here we go. The Big Mac coin.
I was going to say, do you know what? It's very funny. A friend of mine's launched. She's involved with Air Coins. Have you heard of Air Coins?
No,
the
I'll look
iOS
it up.
version was launched yesterday. It's such fun. It's the world's first crypto treasure hunt, if you like. So, like, you remember Pokemon Go? Everyone's chasing a Pokemon. This thing is, you go on and you log on and you look around and you look for your coins. And you can collect your coins. And at the moment, they're not doing, it's actually a massive airdrop, but it's actually quite addictive. I'm out in the garden this morning going, oh, there's some more coins. And then what they plan on doing is, like, here's some, I've got some of my, like, this is what it looks like here, some of my coins that I've got already. And then, but it's then you can also, they'll sell it to advertisers who want to put their logo on the coins. And here's a map of the coins that are in my locality. Hasn't quite loaded it. This is normally my road's in the middle. And then I go in and I just sort of go and scan. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? It's clever. And then over time,
yeah, definitely,
they want to put in other coins. There's none around me at the moment, just checking. But over time, they want to go and put in other coins. So you could put your coins in there, a certain amount, to promote something. And it's just a nice little idea, isn't it?
It is fun. I mean, it's the whole sort of augmented reality through your phone. It's very engaging. And even adverts have gone there now, rich media, so you can look at your phone and you can kind of interact with the ads.
Yeah,
that is so much fun because people already have banner blindness, but it's something cool to do. You look around, oh, there's a Coca-Cola button. Similarly, like this game, and it really addicts you. It's crazy.
I like it.
But yeah, it's fun. I mean, there's no need to stop fun things like that.
No, I think they're a really great team of people that are involved with it, and I can see a lot. It's been used a lot, actually. It's cool. And I've got a joke for you. I was doing jokes last week when it was a little bit stable. I think there's a whole bunch of memes going on about, with Forrest Gump. If they did a remake of that, what could they accuse him of doing this time around? Obviously to a crypto. But I love the one they had a meme where they had Back to the Future, and it goes, "We have to go back, Margie, and buy a lot of Bitcoin." And there's say a lot of us, that's for sure. I wish I had known more, or I could go back now and buy a couple of €100 worth of Bitcoin. I would be a very happy lady now if I had.
Yeah, absolutely. If I had kept all my coins from 6 years ago, but you can't think that way.
No.
But the future is bright ahead of us anyway.
That's true. And I must say, I mean, I love working in this industry. As you know, it's a lot of fun. I keep on saying it's such fun. I don't know why I'm using that expression this morning, but it is. It's great. It's stimulating. It's perfect. It's brilliant. So that's all my news. How was your news? Any other news or?
No, that's pretty much it. Nothing groundbreaking this week, but it is the summer.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
You would expect.
And it's the proper summer. Like, it's not like up till now we've had that. I know it's been very hot in terms of temperature wise, but August is definitely holiday month. So I think that's why I think that's why we had that bit of a bit, because people said, "Oh, I'm going to sell some of these coins and go on holidays." I think possibly why that was. The whole world going, "It's holiday time." So that could be
quite potentially.
Yeah. So I reckon it was a good week. Just a nice week, nice news coming through, a lot of consolidation, a lot of bridging of gaps. A lot of, new things. I love the idea of the fintech companies getting bank charters. That would be interesting. I would so much like to move to a fintech company for my financial services than a bank.
Yes, I agree.
Like fintech companies, and I know it's not the thing, but they're the new things that we idolize now, isn't it? That we're going like, this is these people could change the world. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. So if the regulators kind of are getting into that, then that's perfect. That's all we need.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so I think I'm going to say good week. How about you, Liina?
Yeah, let's go good week.
Okay, brilliant. Well, until next week then, we'll say bye-bye, and remember to like and share our videos.
Yeah, subscribe as well. We'll keep making more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.